everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to attempt to try to get a Magellan GPS working. It's a pretty big one. It is the model number of this is the 9400 LM, so it has lifetime updates, which I guess represents about 5 years, I guess, or maybe 3 years, I'm not sure, but it's definitely not lifetime, but you do get some updates, maybe 2 or 3. Anyway, it's dead in the water. Here's the bracket that goes with it. And here is the DC plug-in. So I'm just going to investigate as best I can to find out what's going on. Okay, now we have the back taken off of the unit. And there's a tin foil sort of what they call a ribbon cable is what it is. It looks like tin foil, and it is attached to here. So I'm going to remove this, if possible, this tape, and let's see, it's a lock here. Undo this lock. I think it is. Maybe I use a flat top, might be better. I think it just pulls out. It's difficult to say. So stand by. Okay, I'll try to zoom in and show how that actually works. Let's see. Try to keep it in the shot. I don't know if I will be able to. Okay, here, I'll just do this. It's not, the lock is here. It's a little hinge door. Kind of a hinge that crosses like a piano hinge. That locks that cable in place. Anyway, zoom back out. Here we have the battery. And it looks to me like there's 3 wires here on the battery. And here are the test leads for the battery. Right here. You can see where that screwdriver is too. The 3 wires are soldered right on that pad there. Right here. 1, 2, and 3. Try to zoom in. I don't want to make too long of a video because I don't know how much progress I'm going to make here. So anyway, I'm going to check to see what power is here on this battery for the time being. And I'm going to use a fluke meter. Okay. The red is over here. Meter's on DC voltage, auto range, and no reading at all. So the battery is absolutely dead. Nothing on it. Let's try the white wire. I'm not exactly sure what that white wire does, but in making contact, it's with the red and the white, there's nothing. And the white and the black, I just seen a negative symbol there. Nothing. So the battery is totally dead. And the sad part of it is, at this stage of the game, is, where is this to? The actual, this here adapter, this end right here, it's really hard to find, doesn't appear to be sending any power into the GPS. And this battery here, it's a lithium ion battery, 3.7 volts DC. And what is the amperage? 720 milliamps, so about 3/4 of an amp. Fortunately, I could tap these wires with an adapter or a power supply and run about 3.5 volts into here and see if I can get the battery to take charge. because I know for certain this is fine, but this part is gone funky, and I don't know where I would find an adapter like that. I'll try to find one and get back to you. As luck would have it, I found an adapter that should work, and it is 4 to 8 volts. I'm going to give it a go because it's the only thing I have, and see if I can get some power in here. Okay, I've got the unit plugged in, and I decided to put the screen back on so the ribbon's connected, and I put the little hinge down, and I'm not exactly sure what's going on here, but let's do a test here and see what the meter says. I don't know if you're going to be reading this meter upside down or right side up, but here we go. Positive, negative. We're getting some sort of reading. I'm just wondering, is the battery shot? So I'm going to leave this plugged in for a while and monitor it. I don't feel like the battery's getting warm or anything. I'm going to leave it plugged in for a while, see if it's see if it'll power up. It's the power button right here. I'll press that and see what happens. Absolutely nothing. Okay, I'm going to do another test here. It's been plugged in about 10 minutes. Keep an eye on the meter. Like I say, I don't know if you're seeing it upside down or right side up, but I'm seeing it right side up, so hopefully that's what you'll see. And if not, that's my apologies. Okay, here we go. See negative, but that's definitely the positive, and that's the ground. So let's try the white wire. Nothing. Let me give you some background on this GPS. This here was purchased by an elderly gentleman because he was planning on taking a trip to Ontario. He had it and it was in the box, put it aside. He decided to take it out the day before he was leaving to go on his trip, and he plugged it in, and the GPS is working absolutely fine. However, he wasn't using this clip-on unit. From time to time, I don't know, I guess he probably didn't realize it had to lock in here. Slip in and your cord runs through there. There's a little place here. So he probably couldn't figure that out, so he just was running it sort of sitting on the seat and on the dash or whatever. And I think he may have damaged this, shorted this out somehow. Through the jigs and reels trying to power it on and off. He said it became intermittent, and then he had to keep moving it and to get it to work, and then finally, to no avail, he could move this all he wanted and it would not power up. So my guess is, sadly, the battery is dead for sure, but I think in the process of doing all that jiggling and twisting and poking and prodding to try to get it to power on, he may have zapped the screen maybe, or maybe some of these ICs. There's a few of them there as we've seen. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking may have happened. There's an IC here, right here, another one here, and it wouldn't take much to have this to go into failure. So sadly, I can't go no further with this at this time. But we'll probably do some more research and get back at this in the near future. Thanks for watching.